It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David College with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Jackets will put total leather to crank us up. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Formation for these receivers. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Got 5 wideouts spread across the field on 2nd and 5. Williams will pass. Grab near the marker. It's Evans. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Breaks into the open. Got the first down and more. And that tackle almost certainly saved the touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
You used to see option football all the time. Now you see less of it, but you see the quarterbacks, they don't want to get hit. They want to pitch the ball right here as fast as possible, get it to the running back. But now I've got some distance away from everybody, all the big bodies, the defensive end. I pitched it to him out in space. Now he has to go out there and do his damage. The old school option play, baby.
Touchdown, Washington! First score of the game goes up.
And this offense shows you why they are really hard to stop. The long, explosive run. You think everybody's thinking run, pile in the box. The play-action pass. They can beat you with the run. They can beat you with the pass. This is a tough offense to stop.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll run the option. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? Rides the back and leaves it. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up fourth down.
This is an interesting decision now for the head coach. You're trailing very early in the game. There's a lot of football left. But you're in a situation where you could go for it here and try and answer after your defense gave up that touchdown on the opening drive.
Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Got a man. It's Boston. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Williams looking for a man. Finds his man. It's Otten. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big game. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll run it. Fights off the defender. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. And the try is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Rides the back on the option to give. Gets a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your run.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Now on the option. Got a little space. Past the first down marker and still running. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Give the offensive line tons of credit on that running play. Just working really well as a unit right now. They're being physical. They're getting a lot of push. And you see guys working up into the second level, getting hats on hats, linebackers and DBs as they try to get involved. This O-line right now really showcasing their physicality.
a jet sweep pass. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
He wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to play that push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
They'll run play action. With the catch, it's Rutherford. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. The Yellow Jackets want to pick up the tempo.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around, you find more creative ways to get him involved.
That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Now the play fake. Unloads it downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down coming. Power football with the run. Didn't get nearly enough done on 3rd down. He's brought down at the 31-yard line. It is loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14.
Well, to heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Leaves it with the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to Pater. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On the option. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
And the Yellow Jackets will go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that third down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not by much.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Williams will pass. Makes the grab. It's Boston. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Well, they're running the curl route against zone coverage, so the quarterback knows he's going to have to put that one on his receiver. And you saw the velocity and the arm talent this guy has. That was a missile.
The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think guys...
He's going for a big play downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Takes the handoff. It's Haynes. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. They're going up against one of the best defenses in the country.
Trickery and deception. They snap it to the up man. And the gamble works in there. This time as they pick up the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And what is this? They're setting up the punt on 1st down. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. To be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Goes to the option. Now the toss. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the 1st down on the play. The Huskies love these backs that can churn up yardage like a Corey Dillon and Napoleon Kaufman used to do.
Yeah, just guys that you can depend on, guys you can hand it to and know you're going to get really, really good production. Then what does that do? It opens up the whole offense, gets everybody jacked up in the Pacific Northwest.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Gets the back moving. Williams looking for a man. A little release to the back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Trying to escape and get it himself. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on 2nd and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available. Scramble. Give me an easy 1st down.
Washington coming to the line with another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39.
And you can tell they set up the screen action, but how about the ability to adjust, right? I see what the defense is giving me. You going to leave that open? Okay, I'm going to take it right now.
The offense changing the play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Pressure coming. He's got his man across the middle. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing.
There he goes.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Williams will pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
And the Huskies come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. Caught behind the line. It's Boston. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The Huskies have it with a 1st and goal. Trying to surge it in. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half.
Beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Just enough time to get one more snap before the half. The give to the tailback. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Huskies will kick it away to crank up the second half. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But
intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
And it's frustrating because you go into half, and the coaches tell you what they want to accomplish. Listen, you've seen this the whole first half. This is what they're doing. Not a good job coming out first drive, trying to get some momentum created. Turn it over to the other team. Give them a good field position now, too. Not the ideal start.
This quarterback part of their running game. Turning it on. And he'll finally slide after the long run. I'm not sure he wanted to avoid the hit or he just got tired.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the fourth quarter.
The Huskies, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Gives it on the option. Just plowing ahead. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Under fire. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt from the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Penn State is getting blitzed right now in Beaver Stadium in front of that super loyal fan base. Loyal, but my goodness, that's being tested today. They're trailing by 15 to Texas State. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run.
But you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You've got to keep giving him the football.
Pass to Sticks and still on his feet. He finds enough daylight and gets it out across the 45, out of bounds at the 47, and a big run there. The Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Wide receiver going in motion. Might as well give it to him again. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from a defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There have been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
Needs it to keep this drive alive. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Williams looking for a man. Swings it out to his running back. Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Coleman. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Leaves it with the running back. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
And if I'm the running back, I'm going to be like, listen, O-line, can you give me something? Can you give me some space to try to make somebody miss and not have another guy right next to me? I'm giving the offensive line an earful. I need some holes, need some space up front. They got to do a better job.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Washington sends out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt will go into the end zone, and the ball comes out to the 20 on the touchback. We've reached the break. It's Washington holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. And it looks as if we are ready to get things started here in the 4th quarter. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. They'll give it to the back. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
If It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
He'll keep it himself. Breaks into the open.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Really nice run. Rips off 6 on the play, but it brings up a 4th and 2. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Motion from the wideout. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Caught in the backfield, it's Rutherford. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the first down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss. And with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that. And as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Gonna run it. It's Hosley. How about that play behind the line as they lose 5?
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that, and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Big moment here for the defense. Can you come up with one more stop? You've got the lead. It's 4th and short. You're kind of in no man's land, so you're expecting them to go for it. If you can get off the...
They fake it again. Pretty soon you keep faking it. It's not really a fake.
How about that? I mean, you kind of get in this territory when you cross midfield, and you're kind of like, all right, it's going to go for it range or field goal range almost, but the punt unit comes out. You think you're going to pin them deep. Nope. They go for it. Get the fake. Get the first down.
A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
Looking for a man. It's King. Get it out to the supersonic guy. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I love defenses that can tackle the catch. Right away, you're not giving up any yak. As soon as that player has the ball, he goes down now.
Makes it past the marker. There he goes. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.